What's up, everybody? This is Robert with Trolling in Paradise, back with another album review. I'm going to be reviewing the new album by the Foo Fighters, but here we are. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Foo Fighters. I'm going to share a story about them, as I've been a fan of those guys for a long time. Foo Fighters are a U.S. alternative rock band out of Seattle, Washington. They formed in 1994. They were formed by Dave Grohl. Dave Grohl played drums for Nirvana on their albums Nevermind and In Utero in 1991 and 1993, respectively. And sadly, Nirvana in 1994, Kurt Cobain committed suicide. He shot himself in the head, and Nirvana ended as a result. After the demise of Nirvana, Grohl formed Foo Fighters, and in 1995 they put out their self-titled debut, which had the songs "I'll Stick Around," "This Is a Call," and "This Is a Call," which "I'll Stick Around" was featured on Beavis and Butthead, of course, where Butthead said, "Hey, that's that dude for Nirvana," and Beavis responded saying, "Butthead, I don't think that dude's with us anymore. You shouldn't say that." Which, because Beavis thought Butthead was talking about Kurt Cobain when he in fact was talking about Dave Grohl. And yeah, and here's my Foo Fighters story. I saw them live once in 2011. I was 15 years old. I saw them in Vancouver at the Rogers Arena with Cage the Elephant opening on the Wasting Light tour, which was the tour for their 7th studio album, Wasting Light. And this was back when they had Taylor Hawkins in the band, which I'll get to what happened with him in a little bit. Unfortunately, while the Foo Fighters were on, there's this girl, one row in front of me. She was freaking drunk as hell. She stumbled into her seat. She fell over her seat. She managed to get back up and sit down. I was in the plaza level in the bowl, right at the back of right in the middle of the plaza level, right near the back. And so this chick, absolutely hammered as fuck. She stumbled over into her seat, fell over her seat. She managed to get back up and sit down. She just chilled there for a moment. And a few moments later, she got up and she stumbled into the concourse towards the bathroom. And as she got nearer to the bathroom, she projectile vomited on the two girls that were coming out of the bathroom. And then a guy grabbed her by her hair and threw her into the bathroom right near section 116 of the arena. How disgusting. That was really gross. Well, I didn't see the chick puke her guts up in the concourse. I just saw her stumble into the concourse toward the bathroom, and that was the last I saw of her. Anyway, let's get on with the album. But here we are, is the 11th studio album from the Foo Fighters. And this album has a somber cloud over it. This is the first album since the passing of their longtime drummer, Taylor Hawkins, who unfortunately passed away last year of a drug overdose. So all the drum tracks were recorded by Dave Grohl. And they were in the midst of touring and it's part of their last record, Medicine at Midnight, which I was a big fan of that record. When Hawkins passed away, all the remaining shows, they were supposed to come through my hometown last autumn. It got blown to pieces because Taylor Hawkins died. And yeah. So the themes are obviously dealing with grief and loss because they lost their longtime drummer Taylor Hawkins last year. Drug-related death, horrible, age 50. But the Foo Fighters carrying on. They have a new drummer now that's joined them on tour, Josh Freese, formerly of A Perfect Circle. And anyway, let's go ahead and get to the track listing. The first song is called Rescued. That was the lead-off single. And obviously, they wrote this one for basically based on the death of Taylor Hawkins. And that was the first song they wrote after Hawkins died. And it was released in April. Under You, that's the shortest song in the album. And another really dark song as well. Hearing Voices. That one's really awesome. Mostly about hearing like voices, sometimes from heaven or either heaven or hell. But here we are, the title track. Basically about trying to move on from losing a close one close to you. Like what happened to the Foo Fighters when they had to experience the loss of their longtime drummer Taylor Hawkins last year. It was really so sad. The Glass, another dark song about death, obviously. Nothing at All, another good one as well. They got Show Me How. That one has Dave's daughter Violet singing backup vocals on there. That's his oldest daughter. He has 3 kids, obviously. Beyond Me, another awesome song. And then you got The Teacher, which, by the way, not also during the making of this album, Dave Grohl also lost his mom during the making of this album. And so The Teacher is the longest song on the album, 10 minutes long. He wrote that for his mom, who unfortunately passed away during the making of this album. His mom was a teacher. So, yeah. And the last song is called Rest, another song he wrote as a tribute to his mom. And yeah. Man, this is the most emotional album of 2023. And yeah, I'm going to give it 9 out of 10. Most emotional album of 2023. It really sucks that we lost Taylor Hawkins last year. That dude, one of my favorite drummers of all time. Very glad I got to see him once with the Foo Fighters when I was a teenager. And he'll be missed, man. So, rest in peace, Taylor Hawkins. I'll see you next time.